At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Ra ra ro mama, ga ga ooh la la. I want bad romance. I want you ugly. I want your disease. I want you everything as long as it's free. I want you loud. Loud, loud, loud. I want you loud. I want your drama, the touch of your hand. I want your leather-studded kiss in the sand. I want you loud. Loud, loud, loud. I want you loud.
You know that I want you, and you know that I need you. I want it bad, your bad romance. I want your loving, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh, I want your loving, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh, caught in a bad romance. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Caught in a bad romance. Whoa, ha,
whoa, ha, whoa, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, ha.
Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, ha.
You better work that delay. Nah, sissy that delay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jaden XD.
Greetings.
Yeah, it's hot as outside.
Go turn your fan on.
I'm fine now. I'm
Okay,
just saying,
okay.
in general, it's hot.
Oh, in generalese. Yes.
Yes, it's hot as balls. And it's like, I miss when I could just go to places and run up other people's air conditioning bill. So now, now I gotta like...
Not today, Satan. Not now.
Listen, bills be sky high.
That'd be you screaming at your own self about running in and out and letting your good air out.
Right, like, girl, I can't... You know, it was so hot yesterday that my AC didn't work. Like, it was at the lowest setting.
Yeah.
And it was literally fighting the air like fucking George Foreman.
Yeah, I went outside on that heat wave day with a mask, obviously. I definitely got the burns of sun.
Jade called me and said, "Look at me, we're the same color."
I did say that, I forgot.
Yeah, you did. How was the beach?
It was fine. I was like, how do we beach social distantly and like not look Floridian?
Yeah.
So, I thought about it. I said, when you're at the beach, you're not within 15 feet of somebody anyway. You know
and
what
if
I'm
you
saying?
are, it's a problem.
Honestly, truly, like on a normal day. So what I did was, we did our mask per usual. We don't leave without the mask. Wore it to the spot that we were going to be on the beach, and then set up with the mask on. And then after that, we were good. There was nobody within like 15 feet. So I went to the concession one time because I needed to go grab some water, and wore my mask to the concession, came back, sanitized my hands. So our curve is flattening, and I'm really trying to be very courteous of other people and also be safe for us. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
a nigga won't be going to any Harlem boat parties. I'll tell you that. I won't be going to eat at any establishment. Like I'm trying to find ways to enjoy nature as safely as possible. But when it comes to like that social part of it, I'm good.
Yeah. I know.
And that's pretty much where we at.
People are so like, I miss going to the club. I miss this. I miss that.
No.
And I'm like,
nah.
when you get right down to it, we were doing pretty
fam.
like unsanitary things at those places.
I mean, honestly, when I think, and it's so funny as the world is changing, when and you know I was a germaphobe, like you know I've been a germaphobe.
Yeah.
So for me to even go to the beach right now is like mind blowing. But again, like I said, I'm trying to figure out ways to do things as safely as possible so that my child can have a summer, but also, you know, we're all very safe and smart about things. I'm like, being outside, you know, they say it's okay to be outside. You just have to do it, you know, as smart as possible. So, but the before all of this, nigga, we was living wild.
Lawless and recklessly. Yeah.
Just living wild.
Yeah. Just walking outside, no matter, just being on the train.
Just
on
being
top
on
of
the train, nigga.
Just
Ooh,
like,
and you remember, on like the rush hours. Ooh,
yeah.
Somebody's breath on your neck or your ear.
And mind you, I haven't had to deal with a crowded train in a long time because I worked in Brooklyn the last part, and now I'm, you know, I work for myself now. But it's just like just so much stuff. Just even how people just be all up on you on like in a line. You know what I mean?
Even when I used to go to the Foragers and they had the salad, but you know, I don't believe in the buffets, but I'll go get the salad as soon as they put everything out, like when I was at work. So I would go down to the Foragers and I would go at like, I loved everybody who worked there. So I'd be like, what time is stuff coming out? They're like, they put it out 10:55. Bet.
Boom.
A nigga's online 10:55. Get my salad or my soup or both and keep it pushing. And that would be the only one I'll consume of the day. Now, I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I wouldn't even do that. It's living reckless.
Absolutely not. Just lie, just reckless abandon. It's just.
I haven't even allowed a stranger to make me a cold cut sandwich, and
I have.
and you're alive, so maybe it's okay. But I literally have not had my favorite deli make my favorite turkey sandwich in.
They pissed me off the other day, actually.
Oh, how?
I got the same sandwich you get, and that shit was nasty.
Wait, from the same one I get it from?
Mm-hmm. All I did was press reorder. Mm-hmm. Everybody delivers to me. I don't know what kind of.
No, well, I'm not going to tell you who doesn't deliver to me because I don't want to talk about it on here.
Oh no, I know who you're going to say. The place that.
But they used to.
Oh yeah, see, no, everybody delivers to me, which is so interesting because I live in the Gaza. So
I wonder if but you know there's a couple locations. I'm wondering if the one that delivers to you is the Atlantic location.
No, it's the same. All I did was press reorder.
It's the Flatbush location? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
When I was over there the last time.
And the sandwich wasn't good?
It was not tasty.
Word.
The jalapenos were rancid.
Oh no. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's
and
like when I went.
I'm trying to give grace to like
Yeah,
these
I know.
restaurants, but I'm also like, you are a restaurant. Why are you serving this to people? You know.
Nah, I can't. I went to a bodega on your side, and I bought, and I went to the gentrified section. You know, they have that little cold gentrified section right in the front because I just needed me a quick little coffee while we was in the car. So I went to go get the coffee, and something told me look at the expiration date, which I usually, I mean, most of the time these things are delivered so frequently that it's not an issue. Do you know this motherfucking coffee expired in 2019?
Oh my God.
I was so happy I didn't take a sip of that coffee. I said, you see how my guides do me? You see?
Oh my gosh. What did you do? Did you take it back? Or you just threw it up?
No, because I was already too far by then. I was in the car.
Oh.
I was already too far, but I was irritated that I had just spent $5 on this little gentrified cold coffee, and this nigga had the nerve to be expired in 2019. What's wrong with y'all?
I hate spending money on food and it not be good or like wasted or like bad. Like I hate because food is the only thing I truly spend my money on. That and Sims, but I'm done with that. So I'm like, that's the only thing I truly like enjoy and spend my money on. And like for me to like not have a pleasurable experience is a complete letdown.
I mean, when I tell you it is literally something that could ruin my day.
Yeah, same.
And there was like this very small period in time where every time we ordered food, this was a while ago, but every time we would order food, like Tristan's food would be fine, Noah's food would be fine, but they would literally always fuck up my food or forget it.
Oh my God.
And it would be like, it was on like several orders. I started to lose my shit. I was like, okay, there is a conspiracy against me, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out. Hasn't been like that in a while. I almost thought it happened the other day with my chicken parm, but I realized one of the containers I forgot to look at. But yeah, nigga, they used to always either forget my food or fuck up my order, and it would always be mine specifically, like whatever I ordered.
Wow.
And not from the same place. So I was like, the universe literally hates me right now.
Wow. Yeah, they were trying to get you back for something.
Something. I did something. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I deserved it. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Your week was
we got
good
an episode
otherwise.
to get into.
Well, yeah, your week was good otherwise. It was fine.
Oh yeah. Outside of that, a nigga was working per usual. And I've been in this clean out mode, so I'm trying to move like corner by corner and get things together, and it's been nice. And that's about it. And try to save whatever bit of summer this is while not, catching these respiratory spittles.
Yo, summer's almost over, like for real. Like we didn't
the
have
fact that we are more than halfway through 2020.
Yeah.
I talked to Dustin today, and I was like, we were talking about something we went to. And I was like, nigga, do you realize that was this year? And he was like, nigga.
Yeah, I talked to Dustin this week too. He was like, nigga, the year is gone. We might as well say Happy New Year and shit. I was like, yeah, that's true.
It's true, because
like,
we didn't have
a spring or summer. Niggas was trying to make summer happen, and it's just like, Gretchen, stop.
Yeah. The most I'm going to do is take my family to the beach and isolate it. Now, I'm about to get us one of them little tents.
Word.
But I need the sun.
No, I hear you, but I'm just like, wear a mask, guys. If y'all would just stop being so ornery, all you just need to do is wash your hands and wear a mask and stay indoors.
Wash your hands and wear a mask. Wash your hands and wear a mask and stop going to boat parties and like pool parties in the club.
Right.
House parties.
Right. Protect
weddings. Baby showers.
Right.
Album release parties. Like,
God, like
if you and 4 friends want to cook out, that is absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm. My cousin,
as long as
she she has her like quarantine. It's cute how she does it. Her friends, they get together, they bring wine in each other's like little canisters or whatever, and they be 6 feet apart at a park, and they have masks on and hats on and having a wang dang doodle. I'm like,
I'm not mad.
Like you could be social. People are like, no, we have to do this. Like you could be social, but just outdoors and 6 feet apart and with masks on. It's okay.
Here's my question. So you know, you'd be so hard pressed to go to a club or a bar or whatever. Are you really in that motherfucker talking to 20 to 25 niggas?
Right.
Or is it just like you and your niggas? So what is so hard about convening on somebody's stoop or in the park or somebody's backyard with literally like 4 niggas? Like, I'm just trying to understand.
They want to be seen. It's validation for them.
So, baby, take a picture and post it on the Instagram and the TikTok and the iPod and the iTunes and put it on the Hulu. Like do whatever you need to do to post your picture and get these outfits off. But
yeah, people take their escapism really seriously, and to the point where they don't really care if it inconveniences themselves or other people. Also, it has a lot to do with people not really... they don't like change, and so people are going to be more rebellious. Like there's studies, and I don't want to make this. I'm not comparing. What I'm about to say is not comparison of.
okay.
So there's a lot of times in HIV and AIDS work, there's this term called reducing the community viral load, and a lot of times they have these discussions and where they're like talking about like HIV and AIDS prevention and how sometimes it's not working or as effective, kind of like how DARE did and how DARE wasn't effective, how in fact had the opposite effect, right? So if you keep telling people, you know, there's a certain sect of people, if you keep telling them to not do something, they're going to do it anyway.
Let's see if they're selling any DARE shirts anywhere. I'd love to.
Yeah, just like, it's like condom, you know what I mean? Like people just like, I'm not using condoms, I'm going raw, whatever. No matter how much you tell them
niggas don't like to use condoms.
Right. No matter how much you tell them the perils and dangers of what could or could not happen, I'm good, this is never going to happen to me. And then turns out it happens to them. So that's how people operate. But it's like if people really want to go outside again, they're gonna have to like just endure this a little bit for a moment. You know what I mean? Like if you just stay safely, and if we all did this together, we could eventually all go back outside and things would be quote unquote back to a different kind of normal, but a normal that we can kind of navigate better than the one we're in now. But like everything is about to reclose again. So it's like even New York.
I mean, honestly, it is because what? Okay, so I just paused real quick. DonWill just texted me and said, "Tell XD this is his fault." Sends me a link to Dom Kennedy's Instagram, and the caption is, "My new album is titled Rap and Roll. Came up with the concept years ago, and I know this is the moment. Through it all, I just wanted on record we traveled the world, never gave up and made music our way truly independently. Rap and Roll coming soon." And this was posted 1 hour ago.
Wow, my impact, my influence. We're going to hear from DonWill later on in the show.
Yes.
But speaking of which, today's show, we said last week we were going to do Love After Lockup on the main show, just the first episode. Well, we were JK, and we actually put it on Patreon. So if you want the first episode, go on there. With that being said, there are some people who have said that they're not able to access that particular episode. I don't know how to make it better because it's only like 4 or 5 people compared to the other 1,000 folks that didn't complain about it. Not to say they didn't complain or didn't give them any trouble. So you may need to, and this goes for everybody. If you're going to access Patreon for anybody, make sure you clean out your cookies and update your iOS or operating system just in case. Because I've had to do that before and things started working better. We're going to try maybe uploading to a different apparatus, but a lot of it is like give and take. So there's some things that everybody has to do on their end too, and that's making sure all of their stuff is updated. Because we definitely just post to YouTube and it should be accessible, but we'll figure out another way. But until then,
try the update.
Yeah,
because it works for some and it doesn't work for some, and we don't know how to.
Yeah, we're not.
If it works in Biloxi, Mississippi, but it doesn't work in Mobile, Alabama, XD, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do. And also, it also might be wherever you're accessing it to, they might have blocked the content where you are. So you also might want to check your settings too. Because
that's weirdly happened to me on Instagram. It'll be like, by the way, your video is blocked here, but it is posted all of these places. I'm like, but this is my own content. What the fuck is this wrong with you all?
Yeah, this is also how I learned I was the #1 comedy vlogger in Israel. So, yeah, that was interesting news. But yeah, update your stuff, and we'll try to do our part, but. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hit it, Cloud.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Should've known you'd always keep me waiting for those wedding bells.
And we're back. 90 Day Fiance the other way. Oh, honey.
Oh, hunty.
I'm going to say next week is going to be real juicy. But I understand that we have
Thick
to have
and juicy.
these kinds of episodes to get to the mess.
Yes.
So this week was a little light. Again, the show airs on Monday nights. So on TLC, so definitely go check it out. Okay.
Please.
Who would you like to start with this week?
Let's start with Jenny and Samit this week.
Okay.
Did you want to save them for last?
No. They're fine. Normally, I think Jenny is just very stupid. She's just old, honestly. But I was ready to fight for her today when I watched the episode.
Okay.
Because I like the shit that...
end.
I don't like that little new friend.
No, and we'll talk about that in a second. Before that, though, at the top of the episode, Jenny was getting on my nerves.
Yes.
Because when they went to go see the attorney, and of course, editing set us up for the okie doke, the attorney didn't say that it was going to take Submit 2.5 years to get divorced. He was saying it could take 2.5 years. But
if you don't pay.
Case, it's if you don't pay. But in Submit's case, he's fine, and he has filed for the paperwork, right? Mm-hmm. Now, part of me understands wanting to cover your bases. So I get her asking, like, is there any paperwork that you can give us to show this, right? Mm-hmm. Also, I understand if I'm moving to a different place
I'm sorry if it looks like I'm smelling myself. I switched to Lone deodorant and it smells amazing.
Isn't it? It is my favorite. I get my subscription every month. Shout out to my Lone family. I love you all forever. Sarah, you are my boo. Yes.
I too would like an endorsement. Please send me some. I purchase it out of my own pocket. It's great.
Yeah, no, I pay for my subscription, but Sarah sent me some of the new line, and it just smells delicious.
Yeah, I have on the lavender. She's
that's my go-to girl.
You know, natural deodorant is one of those things that's a kind of a learning curve, but Lone is the only company that has made it not be as dramatic because you have to detox your pits, and they're all right with, you know, you don't have to do it as much with them. So
Lone is my favorite and number one go-to natural deodorant. I have tried many, and I've been using natural deodorant for years, and it is the one that works for your girl. I mean, not like it is my number one go-to. But anyway, so she got on my nerves because they're telling her, listen, this is how our process goes. We file a first motion. There's no paperwork there because this is what law is here. Mm-hmm. After this amount of time, we file the second motion. That's when paperwork is provided. Your girl is trying to fight like full-ass Indian law. She's like, well, in America, well, bitch, you're not in America. And nothing irritates me more than that.
That happens a lot with Brittany and Yazan. And
yes, it does.
We'll get to them.
So, I was like, okay, Jenny, like, girl, listen to what the attorney is telling you. Submit brought you, y'all jumped in the tuk-tuk and got to the attorney's office, and the nigga he broke down the whole thing for you. So the one thing that you've been looking for, all of the answers on where the process and what's going on in the process of Sumit's divorce right now is literally being explained to you. But now it's not good enough for you because it's not the policy and procedure that you are used to.
Right. Like how nationalist isn't the word, but like how American are you? Like that is very American thing. Like, why can't you be the way that I'm used to?
Right. That is so, the audacity and the caucasity of it just blows me. But go ahead on with the second part on how you wanted to fight for Jenny.
So, you know, Jenny don't got no friends, obviously, because it's in America or India, but particularly in India, right? So, you know, she's getting in drag at home, and Sumit's like, you know, we about to go, and she's like, where we going? He was like, we're gonna meet the homies. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. It'd be nice to get a girlfriend, because he was like, the homies bringing their wives, and we're going to have a little social distancing picnic out, by the river.
Samit does a lot of kicking it. I'm not going to hold you.
Listen.
Like, Samit does a lot of kicking it.
Call him Cucumber Boy, as in cool as A. Brother be chilled, okay?
Okay, he be out here, like, with activities.
Because he don't have a job.
Right. We too had activities when we didn't have jobs.
Right. So, he goes out, but then before they meeting some new niggas. Now, I never knew these.
We don't know them niggas like
right. That. I was hoping to see Niraj, but whatever. And the other one.
The beautiful.
Yeah, Niraj the sensible. So these are two other stranger people, but they were like kind of dragging Sumit, And they were saying how, like, if you look at them, like, society's going to look at them like their grandson and grandparent and grandson.
Yeah, they was talking shit before they came up, and I was like, that's ugly.
Cash shit. And then when Jenny got up in their face, they're like, oh, it's nice to meet you. We're your friend. Our wives, they didn't really want to come. One of them was real, like, my wife doesn't agree with this relationship, but I'm cool with y'all. And the other one was just like, nah, she ain't come.
Like, how you say that to somebody, though?
Right. And Jenny was kind of like, well, I understand. I get it. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Like, you literally only probably met up with them to, A, get camera time because you knew you were going to get paid, and also to be nosy to talk shit because you know that's going to posture yourself in front of every other Indian, making you look like the moral compass because nobody likes the fact that Samit is with this white woman from America.
And it doesn't help that she's an old white woman.
Right. So it's like... Right. So it's just like,
it's a lot of
fair.
ageism here. I'm going to say, because the thing is, I'm sure they don't like the fact that he's with a white woman, and I'm sure they don't like the fact that he's with an American woman. But I feel like it would not be as much of a battle, not legally. That's another extent of it. But I feel like it wouldn't be as much hating on him if she was like a young white woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's also rooted in her fertility, right? Like, if she can't bear his children, then what's the point?
Then, right, like, why are you with her?
Right, which, of course, I don't agree with that, because there's more than to womanness or womanhood than bearing children.
Right, never mind liking your partner as a person and a human being.
Right.
Never mind
all that out the window. Fuck that.
Fuck all their wonderful qualities and good characteristics and their endearment. Maybe they're hilarious, but they can't bear children. Useless.
Right.
Beast. Never mind any of that other stuff.
Right. So, like, I felt bad I tend to feel bad for Jenny for other reasons that are kind of mean. But in this case, I actually felt bad for Jenny. Like, oh. I
did feel bad for her because them people they were not nice to her. And even though I still feel like Mirage, what's his name? I mean, what's our friend's name?
Niraj, the sensible.
Niraj. Okay, I said Mirage. Even though Niraj, I know Niraj be cracking jokes in his head because you can see it all over his face.
But he keeps it to himself.
And I'm fine with a devilish smirk. But all that talking shit behind somebody's back and all of that. And then furthermore, why do you, like, your wife, the audacity of all, they don't have to be in a relationship with Samit.
Right, like, who is you?
Like, they don't have to be in a relationship at all. So why do you care? Why are you even telling me whether you approve or don't approve of my relationship?
Right.
Please get out of here.
I get it. It's like the culture, but it's also fucked up too. Like, outside of culture aside, like, why do you care about what these other people are doing? Because it's just what you do as Indian people. Like, that's just weird.
Right.
What are just people? Just mind their own fucking business. Focus on you and your family.
Exactly.
Right. It's different if y'all are the same family, and then it's just like, okay. But if you're not, then deuces. You be all right.
Then bye. Bye.
Right.
Who you want to do next?
Let's get gay dads out the way.
We finally saw what the little spark of whatever they're gonna bring to this show.
Yeah, and I'm over it. I'm not trying to see like their storyline to turn into a Vice special about like them being gay in Mexico.
That wasn't even the main focus. I think it was more about the white man being a white man in Mexico.
Yeah,
I said because
he Vice specials. That's right. Vice shows are about being white in other countries.
He came off as a nice, well-meaning white man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, all of that, cool. You had your family and you raised your kids. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? You up and moved for your partner so he could be in his home country. I'm with it. But when I tell you, baby, the white and the Florida jumped out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jumped out. That apartment, first and foremost, is cute as fuck.
Okay, so first and foremost, they're on the beach. Okay,
Yeah.
there is a waterfront property.
Yes.
Beautiful. It's laid out beautifully. It's okay. So setup. Mitch finally makes it to Mexico and gets to finally meet up with Arnando or whatever, right? So they're just like, oh, I can't believe that. Like it's happy, it's fun. I can't wait to be with you. It's fine. Now, the homosexual in me laughed at what happened. So, they have this big dinner, a big steak dinner with vegetables and all that good stuff. And then they're like, okay, it's time for the cameras to get out. So in my head, I'm like, so you drove 4 days and you ate that heavy meal and you think y'all gonna have a wing dang doodle?
So I was like, oh, y'all ate leafy greens and like oysters and things. Like,
No, they had steak.
oh, there was steak there too?
That was a big ass piece of meat.
Oh, I missed that. I was looking at him shucking oysters and that salad.
Yeah, they had all of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, unless if they're one of those I know my bodies.
Right, and it wasn't processed yet.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
it's
well, the
always
thing about
dicey
it
with the I
is-
know my body.
But no, here's the thing though, because they literally ate and
But
then
also,
went
Jade,
for activity. The food didn't process that quick.
But even Jade, like all that on your stomach, just in general, like you know what I mean? Like that was a thick ass piece of ribeye, and oysters, and vegetables, and wine.
Oh, you know, alcohol runs right through us. Well, I was also trying to figure
They
out.
had
Like,
wine as a digestif.
I was looking at everybody's plates, and I was trying to figure out, like where everybody's role was.
Yeah. Now I will say they didn't eat They didn't eat all of the dinner though. They were just
did
like
not.
they just knew
No,
their
they didn't.
limit. Hashtag I know my body.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I figured the roles out, but
I also don't know, but I also know that there is a particular group of people that don't believe in irrigation, if you know what I mean. So I don't.
Wow.
I'm not telling you the gays. I'm not telling which one. I'm just saying the gay. If you know, you know.
I don't want to know, so it's fine.
All right. So
It's not for me.
Right. So next morning, they're happy and giddy, like, oh my gosh, we finally slept together. It was great. Somebody probably had to pop a pill.
Yeah, I'm
to
sure.
get the-
I thought about that too. I was like, so was the receiving party like prepped and open and ready, or like what?
Yeah. Like how does are they like oral only? Like how does that like what do they do?
Are they like
what's
opening soon? Or are they like open now?
Yeah. Like it's just interesting. I can't tell based on whatever. So they finally go into town the next day because Mitch from Modern Family is like, we got to open a bank account, and Arnaldo's like, oh, that shit is like an hour away, and the American jumped out. And he was like, well, there's a bank on every corner in Florida. Well, like nigga, we not in Florida. So yeah, the next day they go into town.
Oh yes, the banks. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they go into town to handle some business, and they go to a little store, and basically Arnaldo tries to teach fake Mitch a currency lesson, and I don't understand what was so hard for him to grasp. It was the easiest math equation ever. If Timmy has like basically he gave Shorty the order came to 15 pesos. They gave him an American dollar. Gave the owner American dollar, which is 18 pesos. Got 3 pesos back. Mitch was like, I don't get it.
He didn't want to get it.
Exactly, which is going to be the whole theme of their... And clearly they're still together because they're doing quarantine
Yes, they are.
confessionals. I also want Fake Mitch to get a different, waist trainer or something because it bunches up way too much in the front.
I will say Armando comes off as the mature one.
Oh, absolutely. And he's the younger one because
yeah.
Mitch is a child. Or Kenny, whatever the fuck his name is.
He's a spoiled American. He literally, when he was the closest bank is 30 to 40 minutes away, it wasn't okay, that's an adjustment, but it is what it is. It was really? In Florida, I just go up the street.
Right.
There's no central heating. You have this beautiful ass stone fireplace that they showed, and this nigga's complaining about no central heat and no central air. Meanwhile, right here in America, right here in the New York of City in Brooklyn, I do not have central air.
All right. Same.
You're gonna have to get out your little hole, baby.
I do not have beachfront property. Yeah.
Not even close.
Any fucking way. Yeah. Anyway, they finally explore the town, and they go to a restaurant, and Fake Mitch is such a picky eater, and so he's like, "Well, what do they serve here?" And this nigga was like, "Nigga, Mexican food." Like, what the fuck? He was like, "So we're gonna go to just here eat Mexican," and then some local who spoke English, clear as day, was like, "So you mean to tell me you came all the way here? You expected them to serve chicken parmesan?" I was like, "Yes, drag him."
He was like, "Sorry, gringo, there is no Thai food here."
Right, girl, go. Although there is in Mexico, it's just not in that town.
Right, it is. There's a plethora of food.
Which is why I'm wondering why they didn't move to Mexico City. Because, I feel like as gays, I feel like that's what they would.
I'm sure there were reasons.
Probably. But he was like, it's too spicy. He complained about the food. And Ananda was like, he's just being dramatic. He just needs to get over himself. And basically, just very calm. And I will say he's a lot more patient than I would be. Because I would be like, nigga, just fucking eat it.
Get over,
I'm not going to take you to
order a
place.
chicken and some tortillas, and please just shut the fuck up.
Right. Or just eat rice and beans.
One or the other.
Right.
Because I cooked you a nice ass dinner last night.
And it's like you knew where you were going. None of this is new. And you had to drive through where your destination was. So how do you driving?
You knew you was moving to Mexico. Ciao.
Well, we'll see next week because the white man gonna try to insert his let's be out and proud, and Armando's trying to be like, nah.
He's like, bro, you don't know where we at, but we'll talk about it. So
one time this guy tried to hold my hand. This is when I lived on my other spot up the street, which is a better block, but it was also 2012. So, not to say, the world has progressed a little bit, but still, he was trying to hold my hand, and I was like, nigga, it's noon on a Saturday. It is the 4th of July. Do you not see all these niggas outside?
Yeah. Which I hate. But
yeah, I hate it too, but I also know how the world is.
I went on a date with this nigga one time, and I should have known the whole thing was a disaster because he took me to BBQs, which seems to be a theme this episode.
Yeah.
And so I should have known the date was going to be a disaster because the nigga took me to BBQs. He was a nigga from Queens. He had twin sons. It was very ghetto.
Yeah.
But we went to the BBQs in Times Square because of where we worked. And then we we're walking around, and it was when we walked around, it was nice because he surprised me because he was a Wu-Tang ass nigga. Like, he was a nigga.
That's so hot.
And he surprised me because this nigga has on a bubble coat and some very nice Timbs, like, you know, some sort of nigga ass fit. But we sang Golden Lady down the street. And I was like, okay, no, you're Stevie. But we went to the Starbucks, in the one in Times Square, the small one. And this nigga tried to kiss me in the Starbucks. And you know, hood niggas are one of two ways. They either don't like to kiss at all, or they like to, like, eat your face off.
Yeah.
And
gross. I told you it's like the nigga that tried to eat my butthole.
Right? Like a sandwich.
Yeah.
The nigga thought you had a Bialy behind you.
Yeah.
And I pulled back from this nigga. I said, don't ever try to kiss me in public again. Now, I understand these are two totally separate issues. The point of the matter here is I was not here for the PDA. Not before my husband.
Right.
Holding hands down the street. What type of time are you on?
So yeah, we'll see. Oh, he also had a connection with eating candy, Mexican candy, because he's like a germaphobe, and he spit out the candy in front of them.
He's
and
like, it has dust on it.
He was just so annoying. I was like, oh gosh, go away.
It's hard as a rock. I'm like, first of all, you better eat that delicious watermelon or plum covered in chili salt and shut up.
Right. I was so
tasty
jealous.
Candy. I was too. I was like, well, I want some.
Right.
Who you want to do next?
Who else was in this? So it's Devin and Jihoon.
Cheese stick.
Cheese stick, and we finally meet She Can Do Better.
She can do better. And she can.
Let me say, everything that I assumed about her is true.
Oh, same. What you mean?
And I also stan her mother. Her mother is everything.
Yo, I was like, Griselda Blanco is my bitch.
Right. Are you going to the airport with me? No.
No.
And she did walk down here.
She was like, no.
Right. So we finally meet She Can Do Better, Melissa. In Colombia. She is a very pretty girl. She's also very self-aware because she understands that people think she's a bitch. But she's like, I'm not that way. It's just I'm very direct, and also I don't take no bullshit. Like,
that's really it. My mother's Griselda Blanco.
Right. So Mama works for a marketing firm. She is stunning. She's beautiful. She said she moved to America because she wanted to learn English and be an au pair. She was like, well, you know, I wasn't looking for nobody, and I don't really have a type, but I definitely wasn't trying to look for no white boy.
Yo, I was standing the entire time. Yeah,
right.
She was like, I was just trying to live my best life.
Right. And you know, one or two of those pictures, I was like, oh, I get it. I wouldn't, but I get it. You know, I get it why she would be into him. Like, he's goofy and probably was really sweet to her.
Probably so. And I know what it's like to like a funny nigga. Now, do I think he could be a funny nigga? Not in my eyes. But right. I know, you know, right. I know how that can be charming.
Yeah, listen. It happens. So she was like, we're all going to move together. And, you know, she retells their story. Very similar to what he told. He didn't tell any lies or leave anything out. But when Mama comes in, Mama was like, so yeah, we liked him and all, but like, he's not good enough for our daughter, and he's gonna have to prove a lot to get in our good graces.
Valid like salad.
Right. there actually wasn't too much to go with to deal with their story, but it was also, Cheese Stick moving to Colombia. But we finally met She Can Do Better, and honestly, she still can.
Agreed. The name stands. Her full name is She Can Do Better Corleone.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. I stand Mother. Mother stood in the street and said, I won't be going to the airport. He's not good enough. My husband is excited, but that's because he doesn't know this nigga is a cheater.
Yeah. That was also key, because I'm like, what if he did know? That nigga's probably dead as doornails. You know what I mean?
They're in Colombia. What do you think? And Mother was like, discontenta. She's like, I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. She was.
I sat there the whole time nodding my head. I said, I agree with everything you are saying, Thea. Very much so.
They had Mama in the street giving a confessional.
Okay? She was in the middle of the road. Like, so bust it. I don't like this nigga no more. And it's going to take a long time for me to even tolerate him. Fuck what you heard.
Yo. I was with it.
I was with it. I was with it. So Cheese Stick has a lot of proving to do when he moves, but he was in the cab, height boots, being a white boy, very excited that he's getting ready to move over and be with his Latin lover.
Let's do Braces, the Stallion, and Find Bodega Daddy.
Okay.
So we're coming off the heels of the argument with the family. Mm-hmm. And she keeps saying, like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I kind of want to breeze through this because she keeps making the same arguments, and so does he. But I'm going to get through, then I'll give my commentary. So they're arguing in the car still. He drives her to this apartment, which we don't know if it's her new apartment or if it's whose apartment it is or whatever.
I think it's her new apartment.
Yeah, probably. So he apologizes and with rose petals, and the whole time I'm thinking, who's going to clean this shit up?
Always.
And, he's like, apologizing, and she's like, oh, this is sweet. But he's like, I gotta go because I can't stay over. And in my head, I'm like, well, can you just hang out with her during the daytime? Like, or you gotta go to work? Like, what's the tea? Like, y'all ain't messing around during, like, at noon or something? I don't know, but whatever. I think that she is putting on because the fact that she ain't divorced from her other nigga yet.
Well, so the only reason I say I'll combat that is because she was like just like attacked. I'm not taking any
of that away from her. All I'm saying is that I think she's also putting on extra because she's not divorced.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Like just a little extra oomph because she's like, all right, I'm not fully comfortable because of this, but she needs to buy as much time as possible.
Right. And so apparently in order to make some headway with his family, he has to talk to his uncle, which I'm assuming he's the worldly uncle that done been somewhere.
Right.
A
little haram.
Yeah, like he's like, they'll listen to my uncle. He's the one that probably he'd be exporting shit and trading, so he know a little bit about the world and American girls. So we'll see how that fares out. But I just don't see this working as much as she want her little overseas boo or whatever, and I get it. Although I kind of feel like it's fetishized too, but that's another story. Now that Stacey and Darcy have their own show, I definitely know it's a fetish kind of thing, but I don't know. She doesn't need to marry this man. I don't know if she truly loves him. I can't tell.
So that's my concern. I'm really like, okay. So culturally with him, they like marry within the parameters of the, religion and all of that, right? And how they were raised in the culture. Clearly it's not arranged marriages, because that doesn't seem to have been part of any of these arguments. That was Samit's thing. It's two totally different, situations. But I feel like with him, because of his culture, I think he does love her. And it might be less of a fetish. I don't think it's just about her being black or being this or that. I think he's very happy she's not a relative.
I don't think he's fetishizing her. I think she's fetishizing him.
Yeah. I think with him, because I don't question his love with her. I just understand how deep his culture runs in him. You know what I'm saying? With her, I'm trying to figure out, like, and it's not me, I don't want to sound like I'm just questioning the woman or whatever, but it's not it is her. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, you all have this deep language barrier. I don't think that's something that can, keep somebody from loving somebody, because everybody got a language barrier. But I don't see her expressing any, like, real emotion or saying the things that she really loves about him. Like, she don't know him. Right. Like, she can do better was, like, me and Cheese Stick, he was goofy and he was sweet. And even though I wasn't interested, he ended up catching me because, we were having a good time. With her, I'm like, what? I feel like there's some kind of weird angle here, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is.
Right. I don't know. She's also a little older than he is, so I don't know.
A little bit, a few years, but not by much, I don't think.
Yeah, not by much, but I also think, well, I don't know,
But Devin and Ji-hoon.
Oh, God. Ji-hoon cried in this episode. He looked so ugly when he cried. Oh, God. I was like, please, make it stop. It's like when Candy cries.
Then his mother made me so uncomfortable. So Ji-hoon, Can
I please, Abe, bleep what I'm about to say. Don't edit it out, just bleep it. The out this whole
child, because so Ji-hoon leaves the apartment and goes to his parents' house. And Devin's packing up to go to the hotel or whatever. So he goes in, and his mother, obviously as a mother, immediately knows that something is wrong. So she's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Come sit down. Let's have a talk." So he's like, I'm feeling really ashamed of myself. I should have had more money. I'm 30 years old and I ain't got shit to show for it. My girl's out here. She about to go to a hotel with her mom and the kids. And, I'm just feeling like a loser. Right. I'm feeling like a loser. And his mom is like, so while his mom, she was like, she don't like the apartment. She's going to go stay at the hotel, and then she wants to go back to America. That's where his mother was like, so it's just so easy for her to walk out. All men fuck up early on.
No.
And I was like,
no.
Oh, so this enabling ass behavior just carries across cultures and seas and lands, clearly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because we see it here. We see it all. Clearly, we see it there. So
man coddling is universal.
Universal boots. She was like, even your daddy, like when we first got together, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have all his shit together. Like, it's just what you all do. That irritated my entire spirit.
No. And even Ji-hoon was like, I don't think you understand the gravity of what I've just done. I may or may not have kidnapped my wife and 2 kids and trapped them in Korea. Chris Rogers says kidnap is a strong word and I shouldn't use it. But no, you lied and hoodwinked them to get them to Korea.
You hoodwink and bamboozled the fuck out of them.
Right.
And
you endangered two children and an American woman.
Child, you set her up for the hokey doke. Okay, it wasn't even the okey doke. You set her up for the hokey doke. Right. Because this girl packed up her whole life's beings that she could pack into suitcases and literally moved to Korea right before a pandemic.
Whatever children live in cages, she packed them up too.
She brought the bat and the baby, and everybody was out. And you, all under the guise of you being able to take care of a family and being able to contribute to a family, and it being a complete hoax. So he even was he was even taking accountability like, nah, girl. He was like, but my debt, I'm embarrassed about my debt. I'm embarrassed that I have to borrow money from you all. Now, this is where I jumped on the mother side. Because she was like, nigga, if you didn't. So this is where I jumped on the mother side. Because the mother was like, if you didn't do something stupid, you wouldn't have had to borrow money from us. Right. So you're going to be mad at yourself for that.
So that like, also, so we learned that. But we learned that he not only borrowed, like he paid off the debt, but he's also borrowing money from his parents.
Mm-hmm. No, but I thought the money he's borrowing is to pay off the debt.
Yeah, but we didn't know he borrowed the money to pay off the debt.
Oh, the debt is paid.
Yeah, so now he just owes his parents.
Okay. I was under the impression that he is currently borrowing money from them, and then he will have to pay them back once that money is...
He has to pay them back for the debt that he owed the government.
Right. Got you. Okay. So, now this is where it got uncomfortable, because Ji-hoon starts to cry. He is upset about his actions. He's upset about his debt. He's shamed about his behavior. And he starts to cry. I mean, it's a normal human reaction. You are feeling great pain right now. His mother looks at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, stop crying. Men are not supposed to cry. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Then she starts, in the confessional, she laughs and calls him soft. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is a problem. But we already know this is a problem in the world. This is a problem. Yeah. So while on one hand where we talk about there is an issue with coddling men, there is also an issue with not allowing men to openly express emotion without shaming them. And, you know, I understand that that's also deeply embedded in her, but that is a problem in our society. And that's something that we need to change. And maybe that's something Ji-hoon will change with Taeyoung. So, you know, she's like, he's a soft boy or whatever. Now, it did seem like maybe she was a little hard in his face, and then behind the scenes when she's in the confessional, it was more like, I don't like seeing my son cry. But I didn't also laughed in his face.
She turned into Stone Queen. Like, it's like she had points.
Certain ones, yes.
Yeah, she had some points. Some points were like valid and like, no, nigga, you could do this all on your own.
Right.
And then the parenting module was where it was bad.
Yeah, it was like
her talking to him as a person she had every right to be like, no, if you didn't make stupid decisions, she wouldn't be in this situation.
Absolutely.
She also said like, she argued with this whole like she's giving up so easily, like where I agreed in this sense of like, well, girl, she shouldn't have come there in the first place if she was gonna give up this way, like, you know what I mean, like.
But also, she came there under. Oh, okay.
Under the impression, I get that.
Right.
again, this is also her fault. She shouldn't have, Jenny is so anxious about seeing these divorce papers. Devin needed to see bank statements. I need proof. I need to see a lease. I need to see all of these things before I even,
that's
bring
valid.
Your kid and my kid 9,000 miles to live.
And I understand that, and that's probably something again, I wouldn't be in any of this. But I also understand being like, this is my partner, and I'm going to trust what you say, and I'm going to move accordingly because I told you I wasn't coming back until this. So I'm not putting the full onus onto her, but there is a certain level of responsibility that we have to take. If you are choosing to give a liar a second chance, then, sometimes they got to prove themselves. All the time they have to prove themselves. Like, you have to prove that you're not a liar no more. But, there are times when it's like, nah, nigga, you got to come up off some proof. But then also, if you choose to forgive somebody, I also understand, like, it's like, I'm choosing to forgive you, so I'm choosing to accept you wholly. It's, it's a complicated thing. But regardless, it is Jihoon's fault. The majority of the onus falls on Jihoon.
Oh, absolutely.
That nigga should have never lied. That nigga should have never fixed his lips to say that he was doing anything more than what he was doing. And he should have never let that girl come there with them kids and pack up her whole life just to tell her that he has a job that's flexible enough for him to take a nap.
How she didn't hit him is beyond.
I would have chopped him right in the throat.
Hello?
Like, what in the fuck do you even mean right now? So, next week we'll see where they're figuring out what they want to do. And it looks like
he gets snazzy.
Child, he loses his little shit in the restaurant and tries to storm out. And I was like, there goes that audacity again.
Okay, you doing a lot for some nigga who's broke.
Right? Why we even out to eat right now? Nigga, you need to be cooking me dinner.
Hello?
So we'll see what happens next week with the 90-Day Fiancé the other way.
Right. So let's take a break, and we'll be back with DonWill and Chaos and Negativity.
Ew.
Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Where do you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door? Down at the HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the supermarket and makes home cooking fun, easy, and most importantly, affordable. Hello, good morning. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut. No more broccoli, rice, and chicken every single day of the week. HelloFresh is getting ready to do it for you. HelloFresh offers fresh, high-quality ingredients every week for a super flavorful experience. And not only that, over 90% of the ingredients are sourced directly from growers to ensure the freshest recipes are delivered right to your door. You can stress effortlessly because HelloFresh offers contactless delivery to your doorstep. That is my kind of carrying on for easy home cooking with the family. So you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes or even 20 minutes with the quick recipe options. Plus, HelloFresh can help you eat more sustainably, offering pre-portioned ingredients, meaning that there's less prep for you and less food waste for the earth. The packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content. And HelloFresh is flexible, fits your lifestyle, and feeding the whole family has never been easier with larger box sizes for more servings and more savings. HelloFresh is committed to giving back. They're committed to making fresh, delicious food available now more than ever, and it's taken extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe. We don't always hear that, so we love to hear that. HelloFresh donated over 2.5 million meals to charity in 2019, and this year is stepping up their food donations amid the coronavirus crisis. So I can't say enough wonderful things about HelloFresh, but what I can tell you about is some of my favorite recipes, okay? The Juicy Lucy burgers with tomato onion jam. Y'all know I love a jam. And potato wedges, mozzarella and herb chicken with roasted green beans and buttery couscous, pork carnitas tacos with pickled onion and Monterey Jack cheese. And there's vegetarian options for you and all of your loved ones. Go to HelloFresh.com/80JXD and use code 80JXD to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. That's go to HelloFresh.com/80JXD and use code 80JXD to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. Additional restrictions apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details.
Hey, what's good with you? Is we linking later on? Should I come and get you? I'm thinking, hey, I really shouldn't, but I gotta see you. She on the same page, but
and we're back. So today we are we're a little negative and a little chaotic. I've had a pretty chaotic and negative couple of weeks.
Yeah, you have.
all working out for the better though. And so what a better way to just talk about it all. Well, not that, but just talk about chaos and negativity here on the show. And we brought
That's what we do best.
Right, we brought along a special friend, DJ DonWill, who is a rapper, producer, comedian, internet extraordinaire based out of Brooklyn. Say what up to DonWill, everybody.
What up, everybody? What up? Out here with this chaos energy. Let's do it.
Yes.
I love your chaotic energy. It's actually quite exciting to me. So, fun fact, DonWill and I found out that we used to be neighbors, but we didn't know each other at the time.
Crazy. We were neighbors, like, to the point where we lived maybe 2 houses away from each other. Mm-hmm. Like 2 doors down.
Like legitimately.
Oh wow!
Like during the same time.
Yeah, like, and I was at that place for like 8 years. Brooklyn is one of those.
We were there for 5.
But I did make it to one of your parties, so that'll tell you how Brooklyn is. Like, I came to one of your parties and did not know.
I believe
wow,
it.
That's a very Brooklyn thing to do.
I got married in that backyard.
It's a beautiful backyard.
It's a beautiful backyard. Terrible landlord. Awful human being. Actually, he's the number one chaos and negativity I'd like to start off with. Fuck that nigga. I was about to say his name, but I don't want to get sued. I did pop his tires before we left, though. Anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what's up.
That's
right.
Chaotic and negative energy, like slashing your landlord's tires. Oh, my God. You just admitted to a crime right here on the show.
Well, they don't know where I lived, what car it is.
But the statute of limitations is probably up on it too. It's fine.
Oh, it definitely is. On many of my crimes.
Oh my gosh. So DonWill, let's start with you. What are those things that you wake up and you're just like, this is a negative and chaotic opinion, but you stand firm in it?
Man, like, I guess my most recent one that Jade reached out to me about is that sour cream and onion potato chips are complete trash.
Really? Why?
Hate them. They're useless.
Like, as a flavor profile alone, like, why do you need those two things to coexist in a potato chip? You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Like, when you eat it, it's almost like like the flavor doesn't come into play until after you're done eating the chip, and then it's just your breath is stinking. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. It's like a very strong chip for no reason.
Strong for no reason.
But here's the thing, though. Like, now, I hate sour cream. I think sour cream is the bane of all existence. But in my head, I think that a sour cream and onion potato chip is very similar to a baked potato in the sense of, like, even though sour cream and onion tastes like a ranch, like the ranch package dipped with the potato in it. But I feel like that's what they're trying to emulate and go for.
So wait, when was the last time you had a sour cream and onion potato chip?
1994.
Oh wait, all right, you are the perfect person for this. I guarantee, go invest 50 cents, $1 in a bag of sour cream and onion chips, whichever one you want to buy. They do not taste anything like you think they do in your mind. They are literally the worst thing I've put in my mouth in months. Awful.
Okay, then what about the cheddar and sour cream one? Do you not feel the same? Because what's the issue? Is it the onion part or the sour cream part that's bothering you? We have to get to the root of the negativity and the chaos.
I think it's the onion part. Or no, I don't know. But I know that cheddar and sour cream, those are fine. But I think it's because cheddar is an in your face kind of flavor. Like when you it's in there. Like you taste the chip, you smell it, it's in there. Sour cream.
I don't like a ridge chip.
Yeah, sour cream and onion. It's sneaky, man. It just kind of lingers. It don't really want to be a flavor until you're done eating it.
It's just strong and loud.
And then when you're dealing with a baked potato, you got butter. You got like a actual potato. You got the skin. You got so many different other flavors.
Bacon, salt and pepper, texture.
Yeah.
Plus, I hate ridge chips.
Ridge chips are trash.
I hate them.
What?
Ridge chips and Pringles. They're the two most.
Pringles aren't chips. Pringles aren't chips. They are
crisps. Are they crisps?
They are potato goods. They are not.
they are potato bads. Is what.
That is exactly what they are.
They are a potato product. They are not potato chips.
Listen, the best part of Pringles are the can. So, off top,
absolutely, Pringles, they make great weed canisters.
Well, you can buy the hidden one from the smoke shop.
It's true.
What do you mean, the hidden Pringle?
You can put things inside, but then there's a hidden compartment. Yeah, and it's like a Pringles can. I used to like that kind of aesthetic in my 20s. I used to like little. What was that shit called? XD, like all my little Coke stuff and all that little niche bullshit.
Like your dank paraphernalia.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I have some. I have the I have the Coca-Cola can.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm back. I had the my Wi-Fi dropped, so I switched to the computer with like the hardwire connection to it.
No estrés. We know all about the connection issues.
Yeah. So yeah, my negative and chaotic thing is switched to Optimum.net. Fuck Optimum.net. If you are a computer service provider, why don't you have a .com? Like how these niggas got a .net?
This is true.
It's so trash.
We know why, but I'm not in the business of completely ruining our entire career, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I won't ride on them then. I'll let it be.
Oh my, no ma'am.
You want to talk about chaos and negativity?
Oh, that's Jada XD after hours.
I came back with the yopper like.
Y'all should listen to what we edit out.
Oh yeah, but we have Optimum issues every week. Every week.
It's because of me. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's Optimum's fault.
But like, it's so wild. Like, you know, white people are on this list. But like, how did they fix themselves to say because of a pandemic, we weren't prepared to have this many people at home. So y'all just installing cable with the hope and belief that not anybody's going to use it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's so wild to me. Like
I have a response to that, but again,
yeah,
we need this career.
Yeah. I have several chaotic and negative opinions. I'll share one right now. I'll just let them say. I feel like there are homosexual foods and non I feel like there's homosexual foods and like inanimate objects. For example, like peaches, like with gays sometimes like they just linger in your mouth and like the taste like flavor's there and they bruise easily. You know what I mean?
What is wrong with you?
And then like strawberry ice cream is like soft and pink. Like, you know what I mean?
Please.
Like I feel like there are objects and foods that are just deemed homosexual that I just can't explain how. But when you taste it, you just be like, yeah, this is and it's not in a pejorative way. It's just like, you know, this is gay and it's okay. But this is gay. Prime example, that nigger wine that they were drinking, that Cappuccio or Capuano, whatever the fuck, with the black and the polka dotted, the N-words know what I'm talking about. And basically, you can get drunk for like $4. That shit was real sweet. That tasted homosexual.
Are you talking about like Parmesan?
No, it's
nigga
Carlos Rossi. I'm thinking Rossi.
Oh
no, not Carlo Rossi. That's white girl dorm wine. I'm talking about
that's auntie wine.
No, I'm talking about. God, they know it. If you look for it, it's in your local bodega or corner store, and it's a black bottle, but it has different colored polka dots on it. It starts with a C. But it's super sweet. I think it's like malt wine. It costs like $3. It's like Boone's Farms, but for millennials.
Oh no!
And it tastes homosexual, just like a strawberryta.
The fuck is a strawberryta?
I've seen strawberrytas. Those are like the canned things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that sounds. Like the limerita.
I think
strawberryta. Yeah. Okay, I'm good on those. I don't like those kind of drinks.
But you understand that there are homosexual items like in food that you're just like, yeah, it's a little gay.
Nigga, I'm not speaking on that. I'm not trying to get myself canceled in these streets.
I'm not saying. I'm not. But no, I want you to recognize.
But I have a question.
Okay, so, what's the question?
Are there any homosexual vegetables? Because you gave me 2 fruits. What's the? I wasn't even. I wasn't even saying that. I heard it as I said it. I was like,
I'm kidding. Are there homosexual vegetables? Absolutely, leek.
Like, would a mushroom be gay?
No. Mushrooms are pretty like just gender non-conforming. Like they're cool. But I feel like leeks are a homosexual vegetable because they're green, but they have a licorice taste.
Maybe
arugula is a homosexual lettuce.
It is. It's spicy and peppery.
It's thin and spicy.
I say eggplant, and not for obvious reasons, but just because first of all, I hate eggplant. And I just imagine
gay because of the color. Absolutely.
Well, I just feel like I see 2 very classy men sitting down for dinner, you know what I'm saying, at home on a Tuesday with some wine, and them niggas are eating breaded eggplant. And I just feel like that makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
There we go. Eggplant is homosexual.
Eggplant is, I would say it's homosexual too.
Yeah, it is. Like what
you see the vision.
Yeah, what vegetable is like only that vegetable is colored aubergine? That is a homosexual color. Like there's no other way for that vegetable to not be gay.
Okay. And it's a very specific vegetable too. It's very
absolutely
like when you cook it turns. It's not even like you can't prepare it more than one way. Really, it just kind of does what it's going to do.
It would only take a very classy homosexual to be able to turn a disgusting eggplant into something delicious and beautiful. And
I make a fabulous eggplant like succotash. You see what I mean? Yeah. Chaos and negativity.
Chaos and negativity. Okay.
I do. My next one is like in relation to, because I also think it's gay, but I also think it's nasty. Sweet relish is gross.
No.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people should just use dill relish as opposed to sweet relish. The problem with sweet relish is the fact that it's way too sweet, and therefore nobody seasons things right to counter off the balance of the sweet relish.
Nobody. Relax.
You can still taste it. Just how you can't mask the taste of celery.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some chaos to your chaos. Fuck relish. Fuck condiments. Fuck some sauces. Relish is just chewed up pickles. Like I could chew my own pickles. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that done for.
It's pickled chutney. Yeah.
What kind of potato salad did you all grow up with?
The good kind.
I've never had potato salad.
That is chaos and negativity. What do you mean? You don't want it?
Like,
You're so proud about it.
It's a mayo based. It's got mayo, like a mayo sheen.
I think we as Black people need to discuss mayonnaise. And I know that this is a chaotic and negative subject for a lot of people. But mayonnaise isn't our enemies, Black people.
So I recently found out that mayonnaise is just eggs and oil.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been judging it harshly the whole time because I didn't know what it was. I just saw like white sauce. I don't fuck with it. Like it's white sauce.
You know who taught me that? Ja Rule. Ja Rule taught me that it was just eggs and oil.
Wait, how?
On his episode of, was it Diary or Cribs in 2000 yesteryear? Yeah. He hosted a party at his rented crib, I'm going to assume because it's Ja Rule. And he made his own mayonnaise. And he put like 6 eggs in a blender and put a whole lot of oil that was like a Molotov cocktail. And he made mayonnaise. Although I realize there's more to it than that because you have to season it. But the bulk of it is just with eggs and oil.
Wait, mayo is seasoned?
Mm-hmm. Garlic, salt, lemon juice, maybe vinegar.
All right, so you might have just changed my entire outlook on mayo right now.
Because the thing about it, too, is you can transform mayo. It doesn't just have to be, because I, too, was of the nigga opinion that mayonnaise is the most disgusting thing in the world. And then I realized how I can, like, remix it. And it's been a friend since. I'm not going to hold
you. You can add things. You can make it, again, the gay version is an aioli. So you can just add things to it.
Yes.
I have had aioli before. And I was like, oh, this is decent.
That's mayo. That's literally just zhuzhed mayo.
All right. I like a zhuzhed mayo. I don't like a straight up.
Oh, no.
It's mayonnaise with a plan.
Straight up and down mayo. Mayonnaise with a plan.
Mayonnaise knew where it was going that day.
Yeah.
Wandering ass mayo that just don't
know. It's purposeful mayonnaise. Like, you never when you get mayonnaise, like mayo is just laying there, right? It's in packages or whatever, right? But aioli, there's a purpose for it. You have to request it. It's served to you in some sort of mini ramekin dish. Like, it's purposeful mayonnaise.
And it's only a dollop, so you can't, like, it's not slathered. It's really just, hey, I'm here if you need me, but I'm not going to overstay my welcome.
You can dip and fry if you'd like. Put a thin slice on the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works. That's going to be my rap name, Mayonnaise with a Plan.
Album title, Aioli.
M-WAP. And the album is
M-WAP.
That is my rap name. Thank you. I now have my drag name and my rap name.
What's the drag name?
Sardine Davenport.
It's fire.
Anchovy Davenport. Sardine Sargento. I have 2 drag names.
I'm changing my rap name to Pickle Chutney.
What's your drag name, DonWill?
Pickle Chutney.
Pickle chutney. Pickles chutney is my drag name.
Pickles chutney. Oh my God! Please put him on All Stars. Put him on All Stars. Okay, my chaotic and negative opinion: ketchup belongs in the refrigerator. This seems to be a very big debate, but I believe that ketchup belongs in the fridge.
I tend to err on whatever, the packaging says, because not all ketchup is created equal.
So, I was going to say, as a person who doesn't really eat ketchup.
So hold on, pause. Don, so where do you put, so you just be eating dry sandwiches raw? Like you just be eating sandwiches raw?
All day, babe. You know what I'm saying? I like my sandwiches just
Lubeless?
as dry as possible.
Like you don't put nothing on them, no honey mustard, no nothing.
Like
I put cheese, lettuce, sometimes a little oil. You know what I'm saying? A
little little olive oil, okay.
But my thing is like with hamburgers, like a hamburger doesn't really need a sauce.
That's on my list. That is on my list. I agree with you. I feel that people over-season their burgers and do way too much with it. A good burger doesn't need a whole bunch of things. That's what my thing is on the list. Burgers only need salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
But like if it's a good, juicy, good quality burger, you don't need a whole bunch of shit on it. Like you know how people slather ketchup or they do that, them big like drizzles of some chipotle aioli or whatever the fuck or whatever. You don't need all that.
I agree. But I will say that in my experience with ketchups, they've always been kept in the fridge. Like I've never known a ketchup to be outside of the fridge.
I know a couple chaotic niggas who put their ketchup in the cabinet.
Okay, so then I have a question. And so what about packets though? Like think about the drawer. Think about your kitchen drawer. This is all the listeners. Think about the kitchen drawer that you have. You might have that one errant drawer that has ketchup packet, mustard packets, duck sauce, soy sauce packet. Maybe even a little sweet chili if you're trash and you go to Panda Express.
Listen, I'm picking up what you're putting down. However, I don't have a response for that. I'm entirely too high. Okay, and ketchup packets belong in the drawer, and ketchup bottles belong in the fridge, and that's just the way that God created this earth.
So it's not equality for the ketchups. The packets
belong in a drawer.
Got to sit in the back of the bus,
and that's for when you really run out of ketchup in the fridge, and you're like, at least I have these couple of packets.
That happened to me yesterday. Yeah.
So. As people who eat ketchup, let me ask this. Do you guys have all I know is Heinz is the brand that people buy. Do you guys fuck with Heinz or is there like a different brand you fuck with?
I personally just fuck with ketchup that does not have high fructose corn syrup.
Okay.
So if it's all natural, if it's Heinz all natural or whoever the fuck else makes ketchup all natural.
Not me, girl. Like if I'm gonna have ketchup, then I'm gonna have it the way it's meant to be.
Sugary.
He eats White Castle at 3:45 a.m. So
right. Listen,
everything in moderation.
I eat White Castle at 3 p.m. if I'm in Cincinnati. All day. Unabashedly. I'll have that shit for lunch.
Yeah, it's quite delicious, honestly. And
I used to love those little murder burgers in my youth, but
the thing is, I don't order breakfast. I don't order regular stuff from them. I only order breakfast because I know it's real, because they have real eggs and they have real bacon. So I just get the bacon and egg sandwich because it's just wheat toast and butter and eggs and bacon. You can't fuck that up.
Yeah, you can't fuck that up. So I'm just an animal who eats White Castle hamburgers with no ketchup at 3 p.m.
You almost don't need ketchup for White Castle burgers, though.
No, because there's grease and shame.
Yeah, they create their own sauce.
Yeah,
you don't need this.
It's like the aioli of no self-respect.
Yeah,
mix that up.
Guilt gravy.
Aioli.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you all have some chaotic and you have more XD?
Oh, I do. It has nothing to do with food, though. I'm moving on.
Please.
I think Sister Act 1 is better than Sister Act 2. And I'm also going on the limb and going to say that Sister Act 2 is mid. Change my mind, because you can't.
I don't even remember Sister Act 1.
And that's the problem with that's what happens when they don't teach Black history in school.
What was the plot line of Sister Act 1?
She was hiding from
Harvey Keitel because because he was like some mobster out in Vegas, and she was implicated because she saw him kill somebody. So she was in witness protection. So Radio Raheem put her in a convent.
Yep. And that's how she became a nun.
Right.
And then she taught the other nuns how to sing, and she got them all jazzy in the convent.
Okay, I can see that.
Sister Act 1 was good, but I cannot agree with that opinion.
Yeah, I can't either.
I'm going to tell you, the thing is, Sister Act 1 was a blueprint for Sister Act 2. Sister Act 2 dealt with angsty teenagers, and it was just a precursor to Moesha.
You said Sister Act 2 was episode 0 of Moesha.
It absolutely was.
And then they changed the main character.
Yeah, all they just did was swap out Lauryn Hill for Brandy. Literally the same thing. Cheryl Lee Ralph played the exact same character, just angry and Jamaican and controlling.
True.
And then eventually had a heart later, just like Dee did on Moesha.
Met Frank.
Rita was an asshole, so was Moesha.
True.
Who was the Countess Vaughn of Sister Act 2?
Tanya Blount.
You got to answer for everything. I got to watch Sister Act 1.
Yeah.
Sister Act 1 is good.
It even opens up with the music video. If my sister's in trouble, I will always help her out. If my sister's in trouble, I will turn the world around. I will fight for her right. You see what I mean? There's female empowerment in the beginning. You don't get that in Sister Act 2.
I'm telling you, Joyful is such a slap. Like, it makes the whole movie worth it. It bolsters the franchise in a way.
Yeah, that's like going to a restaurant and telling people, don't order the food, only order the drinks.
All right.
But there are restaurants like that where you'd be like, just go to the bar. They got it.
No, but that means the thing is not good.
Well, yeah. That's how I know I'm going for the liquor.
Yeah, I know. If I'm going to a restaurant, I'm going for the whole experience.
If I'm going to a restaurant,
if you tell visitors, like everybody who comes to New York, they always hear about raggedy ass BBQs, right? Yeah. And people always just say, just go to the drinks. You can eat better elsewhere. See, that's not a good restaurant.
I don't fuck with BBQs, so
me neither.
You hit home with that analogy.
I don't eat dinosaurs, so
I broke my tooth on one of their wings.
I'm sorry.
I was going to try to avoid that story, but now I need to know. So how did you break a tooth on one of their wings?
It was just a back. You know how they like double bread that shit? Like the wings
they're made out of pterodactyl.
Yeah, so I was just tearing some shit up and popped the little corner of my tooth off back there in the back.
Wow.
God damn. Did you sue?
I did not. I finished my plate of wings and I went home.
He's like, I guzzled down that Henny Colada and I split.
Did.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta just go answer the door.
With that,
I was also on a date, so I had to I couldn't be uncool.
Hold on a second. You went on a date to BBQ? That's chaos and negativity. Let's start there. You should have opened with that. Talk about this date. Is this something you could talk about?
Yeah. This is many, many moons ago. First, it wasn't my idea. It was the woman who I was dating at the time. It was her idea to go to BBQs. And I was just she's like, but I like it. So we didn't last.
Really?
Listen, sometimes a prayer unanswered is a blessing, okay?
Oh, I heard the entire story as I went to go answer the door. I was going to blame you, but when you said she's the one who asked to go there, then I gave that up.
Yo, like I don't like chicken wings that are the size of a child's arm. Like the wings are weird. That shit is weird. Really,
they're pterodactyl wings, dinosaur.
I've never seen chickens that big. Like there's no reason why they're so large. I mean, is it because they're giving love to the big chickens? Like plus size chickens probably getting love too on the field. Okay. Ashley Stewart Poultry, get in. I'm into it.
Shut the fuck up. What are some more of your chaotic and negative opinions?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please.
XD, you?
Oh, no, go ahead. I have more, but go ahead. I thrive off of negativity.
Since we're on the topic of Sister Act and the Sister Act franchise and Lauryn Hill being a part of the Sister Act franchise, I got to say Wyclef Jean's The Carnival is better than Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh, XD's going to have fun with this.
Well, no, only because I'm like, is that like really like, I thought that was a general consensus among music people.
So you agree?
Here's, when it comes to Lauryn Hill, I believe that her best work is her Unplugged album. Because when you get right down to it and you listen to the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, you tend to think to yourself and realize that this whole album is about ugly ass Wyclef Jean. It is about and it makes you rethink a lot about what you thought about the songs.
It does.
And where she was in life. So like she set it up. Like she set the Unplugged up. Like we should have saw it coming.
We should have.
I still haven't heard the Unplugged album.
Oh, it's great. She says it's great. She only knows like 3 chords, but it's raw talent.
Yeah. So in my thinking back, I remember her being kind of like just sad around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt so in my mind. What that felt like is I guess what. This is a horrible comparison, but it just seemed like she was having some sort of a mental break. And I was like,
she was just sad so much as she was just nappy. You know what I mean? Like she cut everything off, like she was just natural, and it was cool. Like
what?
She was crying about water for like 6 minutes on the album, man. I was like,
she was, but see, you have to listen to it. No, see, the song about water is about her the relationship she thinks she has with one of the Marleys in her head, but it's really about her being in love with the relationship she has in her head and how it cleanses her. Like
how is it? It's in her head. Don't they got children together?
Yeah, but a baby won't make them stay.
This is true. True. That's one of our merch items, by the way. DonWill, a baby won't make him stay.
That's chaotic and negative.
It sure is.
It's the motherfucking truth, though.
It is.
Like, it happens so much on like
we call them keep a nigga babies where I'm from.
Oh,
are you trying to have a keep a nigga? That ain't gonna happen.
Ooh, imagine
a nigga won't be kept.
And then like the hood is so disrespectful because they'd probably name some nigga in the hood Keep.
Oh, your name is Keith? No, Keep. My name is Keep.
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah.
That's Keepy.
Jay, do you have any negative and chaotic opinions that you can share publicly?
Oh, you keep going. I'll just chime in.
Okay. I'll bring it back to food. Cereal is breakfast soup.
Cereal is what?
Breakfast soup. Think about it. Yep. It's right there. It's right
but
there.
I think there's a little bit too much chewing involved. I mean,
yeah, but you choose stuff in soup, and you can't say because it's cold because gazpacho is cold
yeah, I didn't go.
and
hate
borscht is cold.
Gazpacho is blended salsa, and I hate it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's salsa you eat with a spoon, and I'm not with it. It's useless.
Yeah,
That's my kayak.
I don't want to agree with you, but I think I have to agree because I don't. But like, okay, so most of the stuff in the bowl is cereal though. It's not liquid; it's solid.
Well, it depends on how you make your cereal.
It also depends upon how you plate your soup.
Right, like you could eat soup over rice.
Mm-hmm.
You could eat chili. Chili is soup.
Chili is soup. It's meat soup. It's more of like a stew, but it's soup. But stew is soup. So yes,
stew is soup.
All right,
yeah.
All right, you got it. I agree with it. I'm not gonna. I don't feel strongly enough about it to not agree. But what's the worst cereal though? Are you cereal people?
Yeah, we love cereal.
Yeah. The worst.
The worst.
I have an unpopular opinion because most people say, "What is your worst cereal?"
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, Lucky Charms is trash. I don't really like a lot of the sugar cereals.
Apple Jacks, I fucking hate those. Oh my god,
you hate Apple Jacks?
Sure do, nigga. Eat some apple cinnamon Cheerios.
The worst cereal ever.
What cereal I think gets a bad rap? Kix.
I love Kix. Kix is delicious.
It's so good. It's lightly sweetened.
It's the perfect amount of sweetness.
I feel like Kix are like it's an adult cereal. Like it's shaped like a childhood cereal where you feel like you eat a bowl of Captain Crunch. But nah, nigga, you getting some healthy shit.
But I liked it as a kid though.
Oh,
Me
really?
too, but I
did. I liked Kix. I ate shredded wheat, so. Pops. I think Pops is the worst cereal.
Yeah, Pops is like pouring water on paper. That shit, it just turns to mush.
God. No,
it's slimy. Pops. No, nigga, have you ever like licked one after it's been in the milk? It's slimy.
Why am I licking cereal? I also have I'm very meticulous in how I bowl my cereals because you can't plate a cereal. How I bowl my cereal. Every cereal has different levels of milk you add to it. So some milk needs to be more saturated than the other. But the worst cereal ever is the sugary one that look like roaches. Smacks, the one with the frog.
Oh yeah, Sugar Smacks. You know, the Sugar Smacks bear was a nigga.
Yeah, he was. It was the WB frog's cousin.
Mm-hmm. He was black.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we gotta really put him in the canon for Black History Month and make sure he gets his things next year. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely not. You know why? Because he's responsible for all these niggas' little silver teeth. And that's why we have problems in the community now. Because all these niggas out here that have silver teeth that grew up to be who they are today.
If you're a new listener, we have an episode entitled The Silver Teeth to Prison Pipeline. Please go check it out.
The Silver Teeth to Prison Pipeline?
Featuring Crystal.
Yeah, the science is there.
It really is.
The research is there.
It's a clear pass.
Now I'm just seeing niggas with silver teeth and my mind is fucked up right now.
And think about where they are today.
Exactly. All
my silver teeth niggas never made out the hood, man. They went straight to prison.
Because it's literally an institutionalization that starts in the dentist's office.
Yeah, it's a sign of industrial racism, honestly.
It really is.
So do you feel like Sugar Bear was an agent he was a COINTELPRO, maybe?
He was definitely.
Let me tell you something. I don't know, Abe, if you have to edit this out or not, but have you ever noticed that if you watch diabetes commercials, there's no white people in it?
Yeah. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
big white people don't ever have to worry about their necks turning dark or nothing or anything like that. You don't hear them complaining about like they sugar being low. If you see them, they're only because they're type 1 diabetes, so they were born with that. But you never see anybody like, Oh, because I'm tired of my thighs rubbing together. You never see a white like advertisement like that at all.
Kind
And
of
I'm
on
not
my
saying
600-pound life.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, guys. I'm just saying if you ever see how it's marketed, it's always marketed to black people, black and brown people.
It's true. But you know why that is. Can we make a white version of soul food?
The movie or the actual foods?
The movie.
That would just be the Royal Tenenbaums. Or like...
What's the little girl's name who was in the pageants?
Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Boo Boo. Maybe that's just Honey Boo Boo. All right, fair enough. Fine.
Speaking of white people, I strongly believe that we should start out the word white because I feel like white is the true curse word.
Agreed.
You said do what?
You know how like we can't say the N word or on TV or whatever? They should asterisk out the word white.
Absolutely.
It's the true curse word. Absolutely. Everything that has bad that's ever happened in this world has been attached to that one word.
That's why I don't fuck with mayo. It's white. I was like, I can't fuck with it.
That's why you got to add color to it.
Mm-hmm. You got to add nigga glitter, like paprika.
You said some nigga glitter?
This nigga called parsley nigga glitter.
Nigga glitter comes in two colors, paprika and parsley. Holiday colors. Like,
I love paprika for color.
Yeah, but I don't... Why do niggas put parsley just like, bam? Like,
I don't do that. I don't do that. I use parsley for actual reasons.
Like, parsley is great for in stuff.
It's supposed to brighten flavor.
Yeah, what does it do besides add color? Does it have a taste?
It enhances and brightens flavors naturally. Parsley, like as an herb, but like when you put when you just sprinkle a little parsley on top of your food for aesthetic, that's not really doing anything.
Yeah, I've seen parsley used on everything. Shouldn't even be on, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas be putting parsley on macaroni and cheese, cornbread.
When you bowl your sprinkle parsley on you.
It's true. It's true. Because they want a little color. You know niggas like colors.
Nigga glitter.
Black nigga glitter. DonWill, you got any more unpopular / negative and chaotic opinions?
I don't think nothing is sitting on my soul right now.
What about musically?
Ooh, yeah. You know, it's a safe space, not really. So you can just say whatever you want.
You know,
I
will say since he's always the topic de jour or whatever the word is. I still listen to Kanye and want to play it out, but it's only up to it. So like, I consider everything after Pablo to be kind of posthumous.
Yeah, same.
Like, I'm not saying the nigga died. I'm saying the version of the nigga I enjoyed.
That nigga died! I'm sorry. I've just never really thought about, like...
And you know...
his posthumous album, but he's still alive.
A version of him still exists and walks and talks.
A version.
Him in that choir and all them niggas over there.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say he's my unpopular opinion is that I still enjoy his earlier work. With the same level of intensity. Like it's not like I don't see the asterisk on his earlier work, mainly because he didn't like do no heinous shit with people. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Except for himself.
Yeah, I agree. I listen to everything pre-Pablo. Pablo and up. Pablo and back.
And I will say about his catalog, Yeezus is my favorite one of his albums.
I knew you was about to say that.
That is negative and chaotic.
It is. That is very negative and chaotic.
Both the album and opinion. That's interesting. Why would you think it's his best album?
I don't think it's his best. It's my favorite. I think that his best album is, it's somewhere between Graduation and Late Registration. I say Graduation probably because it's his most realized. Like that was the album I feel like he was just like peak Kanye on.
Yeah.
No?
I think I agree.
Oh.
I think it's between Late Registration and Graduation. Those are my two favorites. I also enjoyed parts of 808s and Heartbreak. So
I didn't fuck with it when it dropped, but I came back to it. I didn't understand.
I fucked with it when it dropped. Like,
I didn't understand it, and I also didn't like. I'm not a Kid Cudi fan. This is the first time I've said it publicly. Chaotic. I just don't
You're
get it.
You're a DJ that lives in Brooklyn. How do you not like Kid Cudi?
And we're both from Ohio. I don't understand the Negro spiritual humming. I just don't get it.
I don't either. I mean, I don't get SZA either, but that's my chaotic and negative. Mm-hmm.
I like SZA, but I think I just like I like how she looks.
That's fair, but the musically, meh. I'm good on all the Kailanis, the SZAs.
Oh yeah, now most of that like whisper singing shit, I can't really fuck with.
I can't get into it.
It's like whisper trap or whatever. It's just the worst part of Janet Jackson. Like how Janet Jackson kind of, it's like that, but there's no range. At least Janet got some notes with her. These bitches just be out here just whispering over trap beats.
I'm good. Oh my God! Can I just tell you all? I stumbled upon a Kreayshawn. Is that what that little white girl?
Yes, Kreayshawn.
I stumbled upon a Kreayshawn interview, and they were praising her the entire interview about what a lyricist she was, and how she would rap off. She's like, bars. I don't even know what bars are. I would do everything off the dome. It was the most disturbing. It was the most disturbing interview I've ever seen in my life. I just wanted to put that out there. That's a little negativity and chaos for you.
I did
she has a song called Breakfast Syrup that's good.
Wait, what?
That's chaotic.
She has a song called Breakfast Syrup that's good with that nigga that did Gas Pedal. I forgot his name.
His name like Gemini or something.
Okay, yeah, Sage the Gemini.
Sage Gemini, yeah. So I remember, I like Gucci that Kreayshawn song, but more, I enjoyed it. But more importantly than that, I remember when that song came out, her crew, the White Girl Mob, like V Nasty and Lil Debbie. Oh, I just followed the crew. I was like, so what is V Nasty doing? I still, to this day, check Little Debbie's YouTube channel to see what she's still putting out music. And for a while, she was putting out stuff with Riff Raff. Yes, I guess that would be like my chaotic.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans, tiptoeing in my Jordans.
That would be like my chaotic and negative thing for that. Is that I was kind of fucking with Lil Debbie for a little while. I mean, she was making the music wasn't great. It wasn't good.
White girls give me a certain kind of itch that I can't do anything about that. So I can't even give them an opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
I have a musical opinion that's chaotic and probably wildly unpopular. Biggie's best album is Hardcore.
You've said this.
That's for people.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was for people that went to school.
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. There it is. I'm telling you. It's proof.
No.
Proof. I have proof.
What's the proof?
Go on YouTube and listen to Biggie spit Queen Bitch.
I've heard it.
Yeah. That's all the proof you need. The bars are there.
No.
The fact that he could tap into writing for a woman like that, talent.
He bodied that shit too.
See, talent.
But I gotta go with Ready to Die still being Biggie's best album for me personally.
Same.
I
Ready
mean,
to Die.
Technically, Biggie wrote that. He wrote the Junior Mafia album. He did a lot of writing.
Yeah,
Ready to
He
Die.
did a lot of writing, but Ready to Die was his best album. XD is convinced hardcore is his best album.
I also am wondering what life would be like if Jay-Z never sold Biggie lyrics.
You said Jay-Z.
No one wanted. Yeah, if you think about all the lyrics that Jay took from Biggie, you probably think about like, what would it sound like? You know what I mean?
If Biggie would have lived, Jay-Z would be not Jay-Z at all.
I have a negative, chaotic opinion. I feel that people go when they need to, because my fear is that if the people that we love that have passed on to live to be who they are today, we may not like them.
Oh, Nick.
Oh yeah, agreed.
I have on a Tupac T-shirt. I absolutely know I would have hated Tupac at this point. I hated him. I started disliking him towards the end of his shit. Like, I can't fuck with this nigga.
Hail Mary.
Tupac might have turned into Common if he was still alive. Oh. Yeah. I feel like he might have. We would have seen him on like Microsoft commercials. Or maybe he'd be like Uncle Murder and do the pawn shop commercials. We don't know.
Yeah.
Tupac's still alive though, so it doesn't matter.
Tupac is in Cuba right now, chilling.
He is absolutely in Cuba, chilling right now. Tupac is alive. That is my opinion.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
What's my chaotic and negative opinion? Go.
Have y'all heard? Okay, so I watch this white girl on YouTube. Don't ask. But anyway, her best friend came on the channel and they were talking about how they've been BFFs, and the other white girl, she really into black shit, I guess. So I learned. So she was like, "Oh yeah, so and so dragged me to a Andre Nicotina concert." I just learned who Andre Nicotina is. Have you, as you know, people of the diaspora, are you aware of who the Bay Area rapper Andre Nicotina is?
I know who he is.
No.
He's what everybody wants Dom Kennedy to be. Yeah. Because people keep trying to force Dom Kennedy. That's the negative chaotic opinion. People keep trying to force Dom Kennedy. Like, this is going to be a thing, and it's not.
Dom Kennedy, so it was, I don't remember what specific project it was, but I like early Dom Kennedy shit, I fuck with it. And it was he just forgot how to rap. And somebody was like, maybe he had a stroke. I don't know. Like,
oh my God.
He literally does not rap the same anymore. And I'm like, sometimes he'll have glimpses of the same shit where he'll come back, but the nigga just doesn't. He don't know how to rap on beat. You know how they say Blueface don't rhyme on beat?
Yeah,
let me explain something to you. I did not hear the actual verses of Bust Down. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I did not hear the actual verses until months after I heard the hook. And I was disgusted. I was absolutely blown away by how this man was nowhere near the beat. I said, this is worse than any Talib, Silk the Shocker. This is worse than any nigga who has never, like, for every nigga who's never rode the beat, this nigga was off somewhere in the lake. Like, I can't.
He raps the way that he reads.
Oh, speaking of reading and music, so the thing about R. Kelly, this is a hard left. Ooh. I see your eyes. I see your eyes. I just have one thing to say that I wanted to say this for so long. Okay. I never liked R. Kelly's music because he always sang like he couldn't read. Like the nigga sings like he's illiterate. If you've ever heard I
didn't know where this was going.
Oh God. I didn't breathe for a solid 15 seconds.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like scare you like that. But it's just, I couldn't help it because if you go listen to don't listen to it, but if you think about his first albums, he wasn't conjugating his verbs right. He was missing words. He was mispronouncing shit. But it was just, he sang it well enough that nobody paid attention. But the nigga sang at a third grade reading comprehension level his whole career.
I don't know if that's a Chicago thing because Common does that too. Common raps like he's reading with his two fingers underneath the word. Put down your bags, love. I know in the past, love.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. Maybe no. It's Common. Interview Common is different than rapping Common. Like interview Common feels a little bit dead behind the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just some interview Common is really like from the soul. You know, rapping Common is a little more lively. You call him a thumb?
Yeah, this is Common on an interview. That's what Common looks like. He literally looks like my thumb.
I just got canceled. Chicago.
No, you didn't.
No.
No, Chicago. No.
I love Chicago. I also think Twista never got a fair chance.
But absolutely not.
Agreed.
He just happened to align himself with just the wrong people. Or he just never... Kanye and R. Kelly.
Oh, he did. He did. Damn, I forgot about that song.
And I love that song, too.
Yeah, man. I just remembered it.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
A couple more negative opinions before we wrap this up.
That was a moment.
I didn't mean to scare y'all with the R. Kelly. I did just say about R. Kelly.
As soon as you hear that nigga's name, you're like, we were at Ode to Babel one night and DJ played R. Kelly. Everybody booed. Booed.
That's because Ode to Babel is a Black Twitter timeline.
Like, why would you do that at Ode to Babel? Why would you do that
of all places?
Anywhere, but the only people I heard playing R. Kelly, the only people that were still playing R. Kelly that I was aware of was it's like white dudes. They want to hear Ignition bad.
Oh.
So they would keep playing him. And I remember being at one gig, somebody played R. Kelly. I was like, oh, you don't give a fuck, do you? You really don't care.
If you play R. Kelly, then you truly, you really honestly you don't care. You care about nothing.
Nothing. I just didn't like his music. I've never really liked his music. You know what I'm saying? He's had some hits, you know what I'm saying? Very popular songs, ubiquitous records, but it was never anything that I felt compared to share with other people or listen to myself. It was always stuff that I would hear in passing yeah, that's cool. Because the nigga can't, he just sing like a dumb nigga. That's all I don't know how to put it.
Mm-hmm. Just him and his Casio.
He just sings like a dumb nigga. That's all I got.
Like a Sex Kitchen or a Sex Dinosaur or Sex Zoo.
Oh, I hated Sex Kitchen when it came out. Everybody loved that song, and I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
What's your next one, XD?
Hamilton sucks.
Hamilton sucks. Big time.
I'm not going to defend that. It is what it is. I'm not going to explain it. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people trying to force shit down my throat, calling it good.
So I got somebody's Disney Plus password, and I was like, let me just check it out. 20 minutes in, I will say this: it's performed really well. They're
singing the fuck down,
rapping boots.
Prior to that, I remember they put out the Hamilton mixtape, and I was like, well, let me just listen to it since it's on. What the fuck is this? was my initial reaction. Like, what am I listening to?
Right.
And why
I get it. It's a musical, but in this political climate, I don't know.
I hate musicals. Lin-Manuel, boo. My child likes it, and she watches it, but I've literally never been interested. I'll give them all the performative credit, but I've literally never been interested in Hamilton.
Yeah, no, I got 20 minutes in, and I was just like, oh, I've made a mistake. I have to. What is happening?
Whoops.
Pepsi's better than Coke.
What? Whoa, that is a strong.
I can't agree with that. I don't really. No. And furthermore, establishments that serve Pepsi products are always the worst establishments.
Mm-hmm. IHOP.
IHOP serves Pepsi?
They do.
Looks like I'm going to get me some pancakes. Because I love Pepsi. I love Pepsi.
Plus Coke.
Except Mexican Coke. I prefer Mexican Coke over all of them. But
I mean, like, Coke got those machines where you can make, like, all the different kinds of drinks. Where they have, like...
I don't need to do all of that.
You know what I'm talking about? That shit's fire. That shit's fire.
They have that at Wingstop. They have that at Wingstop. You can make it vanilla.
Down at the White Castle. You can make your own. You could have Coke cherry, Coke vanilla, Coke orange.
Where is this White Castle at? It sounds like heaven. It sounds like a 3 p.m. trip for me.
Oh, it's on Atlantic. All White Castles are on Atlantic and Brooklyn, and you know why? They're all next to motor inns where they charge hourly.
Memories.
Yeah.
Memories.
Oh.
That's all. Me and XD used to go and like fuck with niggas' minds at the motor inns and ask them what their hourly rates are, but we would do it like together. So they would look at us and they'd be like, I'm like, yeah, I just need to know your hourly rates. It's when we didn't have any money, and that's how we would entertain ourselves.
Yeah. Pre-COVID-tivities.
Nigga, that's pre-COVID-tivities.
I know.
Yeah, that was my opinion. That was my big boom.
That is a big boom. You're gonna get a lot of flack for that, especially the people below the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, it's all good.
But
we all know what's going on down there. They need to mind their business right now. And stay out of mine.
With that being said, thank you, DonWill.
Thank you for having me.
Because, J-Duck will get this show canceled by the South will rise again over some damn Coca-Cola. No, because I know Southerners are very particular about their damn Publix or they're about their Coca-Cola. And I'm like, it's just
Publix has nice chicken tenders. Tenders.
They do.
Okay. Tenders.
I still don't see how you would think Pepsi is better than Coke, but
unpopular opinion. I think I'm
trying to like rationalize where this, because I don't want to say I agree because I don't agree, but I also don't disagree. Because there are different things, different times call for different beverages.
What calls
for sometimes the food that you're eating requires a sweeter cola. Like, for example, if you're eating gumbo, right? Like good traditional gumbo or any type of like really good like seafood or whatever, you need something like a real deep like to get that to set it off. And you're not going to get that with Pepsi because the sugar is too sweet. You need like a Coke to be like, ugh. But sometimes a Pepsi is just like a nice, refreshing beverage. Like it's just something that like you just drink. Whereas like
Pepsi's nice with hot dogs.
Coca-Cola can be paired with things. Pepsi is something you just drink.
You said Pepsi's good with a glizzy?
Pepsi's good with a hot dog. It's good with a pizza. is good with a Chinese food. Coke belongs with Mexican food.
So Pepsi's good with carnival and sporting foods. Like
thing is, Coke
in the stadium.
Coke is good. Coke is good on every MLK Boulevard, but Pepsi is not.
I can get busy with that.
And
I can meet you in the middle.
Pepsi is pretty banging at a potluck. Like when people bring the 2 liters.
This is what I'm saying.
If,
or you just
there's
get
a 2
a nice
liter of Pepsi, I'm
cold.
drinking it.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are not gonna not drink it.
You're right.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying I'm not going to not drink it. I'm just saying that's a very bold statement. That's all.
It's very
Oh,
bold.
and grape soda is nasty.
Okay, now you're just saying things.
No, I agree with that. I definitely.
What?
Yeah.
Grape soda is disgusting, but
On
strawberry
this
soda.
black ass podcast, you go and tell up here and say grape soda's nasty.
I mean, it's not like she said. She didn't say
grape soda
orange
has
soda.
done so much for our people. And both
I
of
didn't
y'all
say
up here
orange. Pineapple's delicious. Orange is tasty and refreshing.
Niggas love fruit sodas.
Strawberry is a quiet sleeper. Okay, niggas don't know about fried chicken and strawberry soda. That's a
Absolutely.
combination.
That's the only drink you're supposed to get at Popeye.
Where do you get? I've never even heard of strawberry soda.
Fanta.
What? Fanta.
Okay.
Or Welch's, but Fanta.
Yeah.
I might have to go
Or
get some.
Faygo.
Go get some after this and just have it, just to have it.
Yeah,
I need
And the best soda. What?
You might like have to amputate your leg after, but like
Yeah, because I tried to go back and drink a Tahitian treat, and nigga, it was Big Mama's arm. It was Big Mama, your arm.
I ain't even seen a Tahitian treat in years. Like
Exactly. I got so excited about seeing it. I was like, yes, give me the whole 2 liter. Nigga, I got about a quarter through the cup. I said, I can't.
and you developed 3 gallstones.
I did. Immediately. My arm caught on fire. I didn't feel it.
Exactly.
you got to make a doctor's appointment when you buy that shit at the counter. They ask for the name of your physician.
Yeah, you do. Because that shit is awful. But anyway, that was fun.
I had a
Yes.
time.
Thank
DonWill,
you,
you gotta
DonWill,
come back.
for coming.
You got to come back for a music episode.
I'll come back anytime. I'll bring my chaotic energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
That is the energy. Oh, and DonWill's favorite show is Seinfeld.
Love it. Just watched the episode of Elaine dancing last night. A classic.
Yeah,
She did it when she won her Mark Twain Award. She like tried to do recite Shakespeare while doing the Elaine dance. It was really good.
I gotta watch that. It's online, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Just look up when Julia Louis-Dreyfus Mark Twain 2018.
That's my other cabaret name is not cabaret drag name Sweet Fancy Jesus, Sweet Fancy Moses, aka Sweet Fancy
drag.
Moses, aka what was it? Relish. Pickle chutney.
Pickle chutney.
Pickles chutney. He's gonna come out with a nasty tuck and like a big walking stick.
Thank you, DonWill, for coming and having a hootenanny with us.
Thank you for having
Know
me.
where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at donwill.me or on Twitter at just DonWill.
It's a good time with DonWill, guys, and he will be back.
Yeah.
I will.
All right. That's the end of today's episodes, guys. So we'll see you all we'll hear from you all next week, right? Or you hear from us next week.
Yes, they'll hear from us.
We're on next week, right? Yeah, we are.
Yes. Nigga, what you been smoking? Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.